Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Sunday. How's everybody's Sunday going? How's everybody's weekend going? Shout out to the folks in the chat. How is it going today? What is going on? So, game 2 of the doubleheader coming up here between the New York Yankees and the Toronto Blue Jays. I don't know what time it's supposed to start. It said 5:05 unless they decide to change the time. But, at least on my end, there's no broadcast yet. I'm trying to watch it from MLB TV. But while we're waiting, the Yankees did win game 1 of the doubleheader. They won the first game 11-2. Just destroyed the Toronto Blue Jays. Max Fried got his 5th win of the season. He's 5-0 with a 1.43 ERA. Max Fried is exactly the pitcher that we all expected. Right? He went 6 innings, gave up 6 hits, 1 earned run, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks. You couldn't have asked for a better performance from Fried. He is still having a stellar season. Yariel de los Santos came in for 2 innings. Yankees called him up as the 27th man. So, he came in, pitched a couple of innings, gave up 3 hits and struck out 1. And then Matzik came in for an inning and closed things out. So Yankees scored 11 runs today, so Yankees were on fire today. Volpe hit a home run today. That was the only home run of the game out of those 11 runs was 11. So, or it was just a solo home run. So we'll see what the Yankees do here in game 2. Clark Schmidt's going to be on the mound. So I know he's 0-2 to start the season, or 0-1 to start the season. ERA at 7.45. So hopefully he could have a better performance. And then he's pitching against Chris Bassett of the Toronto Blue Jays. So yeah, so it is Bassett, they're gonna have their hands full, no doubt. So let's see how the Yankees bats do against him. But we'll just wait. We'll just wait and see. That's why I was full screen. Sorry, I was just talking to myself. We got a few folks in the chat. We got Gusto in the chat. We got Al in the chat. Desiree, what is up? We got Rodney. Looks like he came up out of nowhere. The guy disappears for a few days, and here he is. What's up, Rodney? And we got Desiree, Jacob Frederick. What up? What up? What up? What's going on? What's up? What's up? What's up? So, what's up, Ken? How's it going? Oh, so this half hour after game 1 ends. Well, all right, that's cool. But they did come out with the lineup here, so I'll just read it off. So Trent Grisham is leading things off here for in game 2. He'll be playing center field. Ben Rice is batting second. He'll be playing first base. Aaron Judge is DHing. He'll be batting third. Cody Bellinger is batting fourth. He's playing right field. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is batting 5th, playing second base. Anthony Volpe playing shortstop. He'll be batting 6th. Jason Dominguez batting 7th. He'll be playing left field. JC Escara at the dish, batting 8th. Oswaldo Cabrera batting 9th. And he'll be playing third base. What's up, Beagle? How's it going, man? And Clark Schmidt is on the mound for the New York Yankees. So the game should start here shortly. Let me see if I could jump to the live cast right now. I think it's letting me. Yeah, last game looked like it was a lot of fun. I was watching a Knicks game, so my boys won. The Knicks won, so it's a good day. The Knicks won, the Yankees won. So let's see if the Yankees could win the series. And shout out to my man Rodney for the gifted membership. Round of applause here. I gotta clap for you, bro. You gotta get a round of applause. Yeah. Let me just turn that off. Cool. So let's see who the gifted member is. It is Jake Boss. Jake Boss is the gifted member. 2 for 2. That's right, Ronnie. You're doing good, man. You're doing good. That's awesome. Yeah, I know the Pistons were winning, but guess what, Jacob? They lost. They lost by 1. Haha, I'll take it. The Knicks won by a point. So very happy with that win. The Knicks are up 3-1. Decided to take the morning off and just watch the game and watch the Knicks game. It was a good game too. So it looks like okay. So I just got a notification. It looks like the second game is going to start at 5:25, folks. So it's going to start here in about 20 minutes. That's what time the second game is going to start. So that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, Cavs about to sweep the Heat. That's fine by me. I know Ace is a Heat fan. I don't know if he's in here now, but I know Ace from the Ace Avenue. He's a Heat fan, so he's probably not too happy about it. But all I know is that I'm happy that the Knicks won, and the Yankees once again they crushed it. They crushed it against the Blue Jays. Volpe was the only guy that hit. He was the only player that hit a home run for the Yankees, which I thought was wild. You had an RBI from Bellinger. Oswald Cabrera had a couple. Jazz Chisholm Jr. had a couple, which is crazy to think about. Goldschmidt, Volpe had a couple. Austin Wells had 3. So some good games, some good games for some of these guys. Judge went, Ben Rice went 0 for 4 today with a walk. Judge went 2 for 4. Bellinger went 1 for 3. Goldschmidt went 2 for 4. Chisholm Jr. went 1 for 4. Volpe went 2 for 3. Austin Wells went 2 for 5. But he had 3 RBIs. Good game for him. Dominguez had 0 for 3, but also drew a couple of walks. Oswaldo Cabrera went 2 for 3. So all around, good game for the Bats. Good game from Max Fried. And a gifted membership from our friend Ken. Shout out to Ken. Gotta give a round of applause here. Let's go. And it looks like Beagle is the gifted member there. So shout out to Beagle. Congratulations to Beagle. You got a gifted membership from Ken. So thank you, Ken. Thank you, Rodney. You two are very generous as always. We got Timothy in the building. What is up? So awesome. Rodney saying Beagle Dad going to be free swinging. Yeah, you're probably talking about Jazz, aren't you? Oh man, yeah, Jake Boss. Yeah, Ronnie gifted a membership, and you were the lucky winner there, dude. Yeah, Gossman threw over 50 pitches in the third inning. Yeah, he definitely had a lot of pitches. I was following the game, even though I was watching the Knicks. I did see that he did throw a lot of pitches. I thought it was going to be the way it was going for Max Fried in the Volpe. Well, we already know that, Rodney. But with Fried, when he was struggling a little bit there in the first inning, with Max Fried, I thought it was going to be a little bit of a long game for him, but apparently, he still was able to pitch 6. So I'll take it. So I'll take 6 innings. Once again, he's 5-0 with a 1.43 ERA. You cannot go wrong with that. So shout out to Max Fried for stepping up as the ace for this season, because he has been pitching extremely well in Garrett Cole's absence. But while we're kind of waiting here, folks, let's talk about it, right? Let me put out a poll, and I'll start asking some questions here. What do we got for Clark Schmidt? So I'll put out a poll out here. But what do you think Clark Schmidt does? Put out your predictions for Clark Schmidt. What do you think Clark Schmidt does in this game today against the Blue Jays? Let me know in the chat, please. Drop your predictions. I'm just putting out a poll here so y'all could go out and vote. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Cool. Let's make that happen. So go vote in the poll. I mean, he's signed an 8-year contract. So, I mean, how many more years do you want to extend him to? But he signed him to a pretty good deal. So Beagle's saying 5 innings, 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. I'd take that from him. How many runs do you think he gives up? I know he kind of got beat up against the Guardians in his last outing. But he still managed to strike out 7, walk 3 as far as Clark Schmidt goes. But, like I said, we'll see what happens in this game against Toronto. He gives up 2 home runs. Okay. How good is Max Fried long term? We'll find out. Time will tell, right? Yeah, so far Fried is having a Cy Young to start the season. Yeah, I mean, once again, 5-0 with a 1.43 ERA. Sign me up. I will take that. Rodney is going 5 2/3, 5 hits, 3 runs. Okay. Let me see what the poll says. Let me see how many people voted in this poll. Looks like 8 votes. 8 people voted, and 88% of you are saying 4 to 6 so far from the 8 votes. So we'll see if we get more votes. Yeah, once Cole gets back, when he gets back next season, that rotation is going to be deadly. Cole, Fried, Hill, Rodon. At that point, is it going to be Clark Schmidt? Is it going to be Will Warren? I mean, it'll be interesting to see. And Yankees also have some good pitching in the minor leagues too. So. Yeah, and I'm sure you all heard the news. Aaron Boone made the decision to take Devin Williams out of the closer role for now. So it sounds like he's not going to be closing. Hopefully, he'll be able to get back into form. They're going to have him just not be in the closer role for now. And so let's just hope that. Let's just hope that he can figure it out. And it sounds like they're going to put him back in the closer position at some point. But I mean, if it goes back to what he was doing, then I would say you don't keep him there. Just keep him as a setup guy, 7th or 8th inning guy. Ronnie says Williams can't pitch in NYC. It could maybe. Fried is currently the MLB wins and ERA leader. It doesn't surprise me. Jazz won his appeal. Good for Jazz. Owl is going 5 innings, 3 strikeouts, 4 runs, 3 walks. Okay. Cool. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? I'll give him 5 innings. Or better yet, I'll give him 4 2/3. I'll give him 4 2/3 for Clark Schmidt. I'll give him 4 2/3. I think he'll go. I'm right there with Ken. I think he's going to go 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, but I think he's going to give up 4 runs. Honestly, just kind of playing that in my head right now. Sonny Gray disease, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Williams is a rental, right? So, he definitely has to prove himself, right? Because he's going to go into a contract year. So, we'll see how things turn out for him. Jeremiah says Astros swept the Jays like they were nothing and almost did that to the Padres too. KC may be an issue. Yeah, it's kind of funny how baseball works, right? I mean, they swept the Jays. Almost did it to the Padres. The Padres they've been on a roll, but not able to do it to KC. Yeah, so. Baseball is a funny game. You never know what's going to happen. Yeah, well, Yankees fans are going to let you know. Shoot, I talk about Kansas City staff. I mean, the Yankees did work against Kansas City a couple of series ago. The Yankees did some great work against Kansas City. They swept Kansas City Royals. So in the 3-game set. So I mean, Yankees looked really good against Kansas City, but yeah, I don't sleep on them, But once again, it's early in the season, folks. very early in the season. But we have about 10 minutes till the game starts. 10 minutes till the game starts, so make sure you all hit the like button on the way in. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed yet, if you're watching this for the first time. And share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel. 15-3 for Seattle. Yeah, one of their pitchers just went down. I think it was Logan Gilbert, right? I remember reading something about that. Kind of scrolling up and checking. Yeah, it was Logan Gilbert. He's placed on a 15-day IL with a right elbow flexor strain. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if it ends up being a Tommy John for him. Well, the Yankees have an opportunity to win the series there, Jeremiah, because they lost the game on Friday. Unfortunately, it was like Devin Williams blew that game bad. Ken, you call the play-by-play for the 4 home runs for Suarez? I like Suarez. That was one guy I thought maybe the Yankees could look into. I do have a name that I do want at shortstop, and it may be an unpopular opinion, but I actually do like the guy, and that is Bo Bichette. He'll be a free agent after the season. So yeah, Glasnow's hurt. I mean, what else is new? But 13 votes, and 92% of you said that Schmidt will go 4-6. Mariners blew it. We got Daniel Barry in the building. Yo, what up, Daniel? What's going on? Yeah, you never know. Maybe Judge will hit 4 home runs, you know. Dante Bichette, I think so, Rodney. I believe so. Let me check that. I feel like there was something there. Wait, his brother? You mean his father? I think Dante Bichette was drafted by the Yankees, but I don't think he ever played for the Yankees. I mean, somebody correct me if I'm wrong here. I feel like he was drafted by the Yankees at some point, wasn't he? Oh, Dante Bichette Jr. Yes. So let's see. Yeah, drafted. I mean, he was drafted by the New York Yankees. This was a while back. I don't know where he's at now. Bo was the youngest brother of Dante. His brother Junior was a Yankee prospect. I remember hearing something about that a while back, so I do remember. I appreciate it, Jeremiah. I mean, I'm not the guys on ESPN. I'm not Michael Kay. I'm not Jack Curry or whatever, but, try to do what I can. Good Yeah, exactly, Ken. I mean, I like the way he plays shortstop. I mean, I think his defensive game is really good. His bat, like you said, it's good contact, no power. Yankees have guys on the team that could hit for power. They need guys to hit for contact. So I don't need him to be a big home run guy. I just know that he's, I like him personally, but I wouldn't mind the Yankees going after him in the offseason, honestly. Beagle, appreciate you. What up, CT? He's saying Clark will go 9 innings. How you been though, CT? Everything okay with you? Everything good? Let me know. Gusto, Sean, he said what's up earlier. He did his usual like, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, all in capital letters like he always does. I don't know where he is now. I don't know if he's still in the chat. But who hits a home run today, folks? Who hits a home run today? So, looking at this lineup, I'm going to say Grisham, Judge. I'm going to go Escara. I'm going to go Grisham, Judge, and Escara. Those are my 3 picks, my 3 predictions. What up, Dev? Jeremiah says Jazz. Judge goes 5. What? Grisham, Volpe? Okay. Owl says Judge. Okay. Judge, Grisham, Escara. First MLB homer. Yeah, so you got the same picks as I do there, Sean Browning. Nice. Great minds, man. Judge did the impossible in one game. Hey, you never, like I said, you never know, man. Never freaking know. Judge is capable of a lot of things, and he has shown that. So, Ronnie, you know you're not wrong, man. They're probably gonna be swinging like there's no tomorrow. I could just see you calling the play-by-play for Jazz and Volpe. There's just gonna be F-bombs being dropped all over the friggin' place. Yo, what's up, Ray? How's it going, man? What is going on? What is up? How's life? How's life treating you? How are things? How are you, man? Doing good? Life is good? Everybody good? Family's good? Rodney. Probably would be epic too. 410. Put that in your pipe. Well, I don't smoke, but somebody else will. But yeah, Judge is putting on a hell of a performance. I mean, so is Goldschmidt, though. My God. Like, Goldschmidt's been absolutely killing it. Yeah, it's been a minute since Judge hit a home run. I don't know when his last home run was, but certainly needs to get back up there. But let me turn on this game real quick. I think we got about a minute. What do you got? What do you all think today's final score is going to be? I mean, last game ended 11-2. Yeah, Desiree is going to fall off her chair every time when Ronnie and I call a game together. Oh, man. Yeah, well, the Tampa one was clearly a home run, but the review crew screwed it up. But all right, it looks like the Yankees are taking a mound here, and Owls going 9-3 Yanks. Okay, I think today might be a low-scoring game. Honestly, I'm guessing. You know what? I'm gonna say 4-3. I'll say 4-3, just to kind of make it interesting. And I just want to make sure I got this all good. So, but Blue Jays starting lineup: Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Anthony Santander, George Springer, Andres Jimenez, Will Wagner, Tyler Heineman, Nathan Lukes, Alan Roden, and Chris Bassett is your starting pitcher. So the Yankees have their hands full. 5-2 from Ronnie, 7-3 from Sean. Trying to make this where y'all could see I'm trying to change things up a little bit. There's something I'm going to work on off the stream where you guys can see some of this stuff. 5-2 from Desiree. Cool. You know what? I'll just keep it like this for now. But like I said, there's something I'm going to work on. I got a couple of things I want to try and work on. Hi, Susan. How's it going? All right. Yeah, John, get your walk. Get your walk in there, dude. Get your exercise. Yankees defense, you got Jason Dominguez, Trent Grisham, Cody Bellinger in the outfield. In the infield, you got Cabrera, Volpe, Chisholm Jr., Rice. Escar is at the dish. Judge is DHing. Clark Schmidt is on the mound for the New York Yankees. And Clark Schmidt's ready to go. Bo Bichette is ready to go. And here we go. The first pitch is in there for a strike on a 96-mile-per-hour sinker. Bo Bichette hitting .302, no home runs, 13 RBIs, an OPS of 709. That's right. Brooklyn is in the house. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. So it's a 1-1 count to Jazz. Here's the one, or excuse me, Bo Bichette. I brought up Jazz's name because we kept talking about Jazz. That's right. Brooklyn's in the house. Don't mess with Susan. She's from Brooklyn. But it's a 2 ball, 1 strike count to Bo Bichette. Clark Schmidt sets. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Brennan Miller is the home plate umpire. They say that he is neutral in strike calling. So we'll see how it all works out with the bats on both teams. And here's the 2-2. Oh, that ball gets away. So it's a full count now to Bo Bichette. Looks a little windy out there in the Bronx. I don't know what the temperature is out there. I'm sure it seems pretty cool. And it's a 3-2 count to Bo Bichette. Clark Schmidt, he sets. Here's the 3-2. And Bichette pops that up. And it looks like Trent Grisham making it smooth as always. He makes the play for out number 1. So that we have 1 out here in the inning. Yeah, Grish always making it look smooth, man. I freaking love it. And now we have Vladimir Guerrero Jr. at the plate. He takes ball 1. Guerrero hitting .270 with 2 home runs, 12 RBIs, an OPS of 758 this season. And here's the 1-0. Pitch is high. 2-0 now to Guerrero Jr. So 2 balls, no strikes. Escara is at the dish today. And here's the 2-0. And that is called a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike here to Guerrero Jr. And here's the 2-1. Misses. 3-1 now. And here's the 3-1. And he walks him. So it's a 1-out walk here for Guerrero Jr. So the Blue Jays will have a runner on first. Looks like it's 58 degrees in Yankee Stadium. Looks like the wind is aggressive is what they're saying. I mean, it looked pretty windy out there, no doubt. He does walk too many. Yeah, right, Timothy? And Santander is at the plate. He takes ball 1. So 1 out here at the top of the first with a runner on first. So 1 ball, no strikes here to Anthony Santander. And it's 2-0 now. Chia, Ace is in the building. What up, Ace? What's going on, Ace? How's life, man? I know you're calling game 2. Shout out to the Ace. Doing a doubleheader today, my man. And we got Cold Italian Pizza in the building. How you doing? What's up, man? Swing and a miss. It's 2 balls, 1 strike here. It's a Santander. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first here, the top of the first for the Blue Jays. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike. Santander kind of taking his time here. Looks like he is ready to go. Clark Schmidt is ready to go. And here's the 2-1. 3-1 now. Pitch is high. So 3 balls, 1 strike. So 3 balls, 1 strike here for Santander. And that is fouled away. So the count is now full. So it's 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Santander. So let's see if Schmidt could get his first strike out of the game. Springer is waiting on deck. George Springer is waiting on deck. It's a 3-2 count to Santander. Runner on first with 1 out. And here's the 3-2. And he walks him. So 2 back-to-back walks here for Clark Schmidt. So 2 men on right now for the Blue Jays. So not looking good so far. So certainly needs to find the strike zone. But Matt Blake is coming out to talk to him. Way to go, CT Cards. Way to go. What's up, Stephen B? I'm going to zoom in here. There we go. I'm gonna mess with the Gamecast offline. There's something I'm trying to show more of, but in due time. Oh, we got Texas Buckeye. What's up, man? How's Texas Buckeye doing? Shout out to you. So George Springer's at the plate. So he had a little bit of a pep talk there with Clark Schmidt. Let's see how he does in this outing. So 2 men on right now for the Blue Jays. That is ball 1 to George Springer. So it's a 1-0 count. Recovering from surgery. Oh, I'm all right. Well, I didn't know you had surgery, man. Hopefully you're okay. Hopefully you're feeling good. How but swinging a miss there by Springer. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Double play would be ideal here. Yeah, this inning. And here's the 1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So count is 1-2. Yeah, make sure you're healing up there, Buckeye. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 men on. Here's the pitch. Did he go? Yes, he did. And he struck him out. First strike out of the game for Clark Schmidt. We have 2 outs here in the top of the first. So Yankees are 1 out away from getting out of this inning. And the replay does show that, in fact, that he did go around. And that does bring up Andres Jimenez. And the pitch, strike 1. So 0-1 to Jimenez. As Schmidt sets, here's the 0-1. Did he go? He didn't. They're saying no. Third base umpire said he did not. The count is 1-1 now to Jimenez. So 1-1 count here. And that pitch is fouled off. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Let's see if you can strike out here, get out of this game. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, 2 men on, top of the first. Clark Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Swings and misses. And that is out number 3. So back-to-back strikeouts there for Clark Schmidt. So 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, and we are going to the bottom of the first. So no runs, no hits, no errors, couple of walks, and we're going to the bottom of the first. Let's go. Good job to Clark Schmidt way to recover. Way to recover. Very nice. Yeah, Schmidt's at 25. Yeah, his pitch count gets high very quickly. That's why I predicted CT that he'll probably go 4 2/3 innings. That is my prediction for Clark Schmidt. So, but we are in a commercial break. Bottom of the first will be coming up here. Once again, make sure you all hit the like button on the way in. Hit the subscribe button, hit that, and then share this channel out. Let everybody know. Let's continue growing this channel out. But Blue Jays do leave a couple of runners stranded. So let's see what they do. Let's see what they do. What the Yankees bats can do in the bottom of the first against Chris Bassett. I mean, Bassett is good. He's done pretty well against the Yankees so far. But Yankees lineup, folks: Trent Grisham, Ben Rice, Aaron Judge, Cody Bellinger, Jazz Chisholm Jr., Anthony Volpe, Jason Dominguez, JC Escara, Oswaldo Cabrera. So Bassett right now in 5 starts, 2-1 record, 34 strikeouts, 6 walks, a 1.88 ERA. So it's got solid pitcher, man. So, let's see what the Yankees do against Bassett as Grisham is coming to the plate. And the first pitch to Grisham is in there for a strike. It is 0-1 to Trent Grisham. So it's an 0-1 count to Trent Grisham. Here's the 0-1. 1-1 now to Grisham. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, I mean, he should have the dad strength. And here's the 1-1. And that ball is hit deep into right field. Going back, look it up. See ya! That ball is gone. Solo home run for Trent Grisham. Yankees are on the board 1-0. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Let's play that siren. 7th home run of the season. 107.7 exit velo. 401 feet on the distance, folks. And the Yankees are on the board with a solo home run. Dad strength. That's what I'm talking about. One of my home run predictions came true. Yes! I need 2 more. So leadoff home run here in the bottom of the first. Yankees are up 1-0. And here we have Ben Rice as he fouls off the first pitch. What's up, Andrew Dang? What up, Chua? All right, Andrew. Be well. Be well, okay? We'll see. We'll talk soon. Oh, and that pitch is inside. 1-1. Yeah, exactly. He was a throw-in with Soto. I kept calling him Mr. Fourth Outfielder, but I think we need to get away. I need to get away from that name for him. Showing the replay here on the Trent Grisham home run. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Ben Rice as Bassett sets. And here's the 1-2. And Rice fouls it off, staying alive. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Ben Rice. And here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Yeah, I mean, if anybody would have told me that Grisham would have had this type of a season, I would have said you were crazy. Seriously, like I don't think none of us expected this. And here's the 2-2, and Rice following it off. Rice having some good at bats here. Blue Jays defense: Alan Rodin, Nathan Lukes, Anthony Santander, are in the outfield. In the infield, you have Will Wagner, Bo Bichette, Andres Jimenez, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., George Springer's DHing. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Ben Rice. It's a full count. I think for a lot of us it was CT. We could always depend on his defense, right? We could always depend on his defense, but the bat was a different story. And Ben Rice strikes out looking. There's the first strikeout for Bassett. And that'll bring up the captain, Aaron Judge, to the plate. Yeah, Chua, I think I'll be doing the pregame. Yeah, I will be doing the pregame. I'm also going to be doing the play-by-play for tomorrow's game against Baltimore. I was gonna have somebody come on with me for the pregame for the Baltimore series, but because this person's an Orioles fan, but unfortunately he has COVID apparently, so we'll do it next time. But it's a 1-0 count to Aaron Judge, and the second pitch, it's a ground ball. Bo Bichette gets it. It's a long throw and passes Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So Bichette or Guerrero Jr. reached for it, but I think it was just a bad throw from Bichette. Let's see here. Third baseman let it go. Bo Bichette gets it. Kind of stutters there. Throws it. Yeah, the ball was in the dirt. I mean, and it was away from Vladdy. Well, yeah, I don't know if Vladdy would have made that play. So the error is to Bichette, as it should be. But we do have a runner on first on an error by Bo Bichette. So Aaron Judge is on first with 1 out. This does bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. He takes a strike. Nice, Brad. And here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. You blame both Bo and Vladdy, so you give him like half an error. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here. Runner on first. Bassett sets. And here's the pitch. And that pitch is popped up in foul territory. And the play is made for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. You split errors. That's wild work, man. Yeah, back it up. Yeah, Brad, back it up. Binge was who I was going to get on the show, but to do a pregame with me, but he's not feeling well. So we'll get him on another pregame when the Yankees and Orioles play each other next time. And we have Jazz Chisholm Jr. at the plate. Rodney, if you're in the chat, what does Jazz do, bro? Come on. Let us know. If I was a cheeseburger. That's a good one, Brad. Finally, I don't get to boo you. But it's an 0-1 count to Jazz Chisholm. And here's the 0-1. It is 1-1 now to Jazz. Yeah, the Orioles are not playing good this season, man. They got a lot of problems on that team. And here's the 1-1. And Jazz pops that one up. It is a foul ball. It drops, so play could not be made by Wagner or the left fielder. But it is 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Jazz Chisholm with 2 outs. Runner on first. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Anthony Volpe waiting on deck. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. Bassett sets. And here's the pitch. And he swings and misses. Jazz Chisholm strikes out. Second strikeout of the game for Bassett. And that'll end the inning. But the Yankees are on the board with a solo home run from Trent Grisham. Yankees have a 1-0 lead, and we are going to the top of the second, and we are in a commercial break. And I will take a small break, and I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere, folks. All right, I'm back. We're still in a commercial break. The game will start here. We'll resume here shortly. Buckeye, I agree. Or, just play Peraza in general, man. But Jazz or Volpe should sit for a few games and let Peraza play. Yeah, Brad, I almost fell over that he struck out, You think the Orioles need to fire someone? People like Mike Elias and Brandon Hyde need to go because his team is getting worse. I mean, but the thing is, Chua, the Orioles just didn't make any acquisitions. That's the problem. Trade Volpe. And we are back to the game here. And it is strike one to Will Wagner. It's an 0-1 count. We are in the top of the second here for the Yankees. And here's the 0-1. Check swing foul. He said he went around. So 0-2. Hey, Petruzzi, what's up, man? Indeed we did, Jared. Indeed we did. So the count is 0-2 to Wagner. And here's the 0-2. And it's a grounder hit to Jazz. And he makes the play for out number one. And that'll bring up Heineman to the plate. Tyler Heineman. Yeah, Max Fried is a beast, man. Max Fried is an absolute beast. 1.43 ERA, 5-0 now. I'll take that. I'll take those numbers. And there's strike one to Heineman. So one out here in the top of the second. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. And it is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Heineman. So it's a 1-1 count here to Heineman as Clark Schmidt sets. Here's the 1-1. And that is popped up in the infield. And it looks like Ben Rice will make the play in foul territory. The wind was driving that ball away from him, but he does make the play. And it is 2 outs now in the top of the second. That brings up Nathan Lukes to the plate. Frederick says, I got to go to a Yankees-Guardians game next year. Yeah, that would be dope. Next year, I really want to try and do like some stadium tours. I really do. I want to go to different ballparks next year. As Schmidt sets, here's the pitch. That is in there for strike one on a 93-mile-per-hour sinker. So it's an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike here to Lukes. And here's the 0-1. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Let's play that 2. So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Here's the pitch. And he just misses with on that pitch. So it's a 1-2 count. Schmidt was ready to walk off the mound. And here's the 1-2. In the dirt, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, T-Mobile. I really want to go out to Seattle to go there, Ronnie. No doubt. I still want to go to PNC Park. There's a few stadiums. But, bro, less than a month away for the Rockies Yankees, man. 3-2. So Schmidt thinking it was a strike, but it wasn't. So what was a 0-2 count, we're looking at 3-2 now to Luke's. So Schmidt sets. And here's the 3-2, and he walks him. So third walk of the game for Clark Schmidt. Yeah, well, John, I mean, what are you going to do, man? Let's hope it never happens with Yankee Stadium. Yeah, Schmidt walks a lot of guys. That's his third walk of the game. And we have the number 9 batter, Alan Roden, at the plate. And the pitch to Roden is in there for a strike. It's an 0-1 count to Roden. So runner on first, top of the second, 2 outs. Yankees have a 1-0 lead. And here's the 0-1. 1-1 now to Roden. Make it happen, Frederick. It's a cool stadium. I wish you were able to go to the old one. The old one was like way better. And here's the 1-1. Broken bat and picked up by Volpe. Throws over to first for out number 3. And Schmidt does give up a walk, but doesn't give up any runs, no hits. We are going to the bottom of the second, and we are in a commercial break. So Schmidt looking all right so far. Let's see his pitch count real quick. Where's his pitch count? Let's check that pitch count. So 29 votes so far, and 72% of you have said that Clark Schmidt is going to go 4 to 6 innings. Sweet. Well, yeah, I don't expect you to wear any Yankees gear. Oh, CT Cards doesn't like Pringles? Uh-oh, there's going to be a Pringle war now. Oh, man. Trying to see how many pitches Clark Schmidt is. Clark Schmidt's at 40 pitches so far, folks. 2 strikeouts, 3 walks. No hits, no runs, so it's good. Oh, puppy names. Okay. Yeah, he's at 40 pitches. I just checked their CT. Looks like we are going back to the game here. They're showing the beautiful skylines of New York City. Looks like you got some folks playing a baseball game here across the street from Yankee Stadium. And Volpe leading things off here in the bottom of the second. He takes strike 1. It's an 0-1 count to Anthony Volpe. And here's the 0-1. And Volpe hits that And that ball does drop in front of Santander. So Anthony Volpe on there with a single. So it's a leadoff single here in the bottom of the second. So Yankees have a runner on. And that'll bring up Jason Dominguez to the plate. So runner on first. Dominguez at the plate. Bottom of the second, Yankees have a 1-0 lead. Would love to add some more runs here as Bassett sets. Here's the pitch. And Dominguez pops that one up. They're running towards the ball. And nobody could get there. So the wind, folks, the wind is playing a huge factor here. So we got 2 runners on now. If it wasn't for the wind, Dominguez would have popped out. But Dominguez pops that one up. So, yeah, that wind is blowing out there in New York. Rodney. But 2 men on now for the Yankees with nobody out. J.C. Escarra at the plate now. And here's the pitch to Escarra. And Heineman makes a nice little stop there. Runners will stay put. It's 1 ball, no strike to J.C. Escarra. As Bassett checks second, here's the pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. Yeah, Escarra is one of my home run predictions. So Trent Grisham already hit one. I'm right on one. I just need Escarra and Judge to hit one as well. So 2 balls, no strikes here to J.C. Escarra. Here's the 2-0. That is in there for a strike. It is 2 balls, 1 strike now. So 2-1 count, 2 men on, bottom of the second. Yankees have an opportunity here to put up some more runs. Here's the 2-1. That is foul back. Count is even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on, bottom of the second for the New York Yankees. And here's the 2-2. And Escarra hits that, but it is foul. It is out of play. So still a 2-2 count here to J.C. Escarra. And here's the 2-2. Count is full at 3-2. Runners will stay put. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here to J.C. Escarra. All right, take your walk there, Beagle. Get your exercise in there, buddy. So 3-2 count to Escarra. Here's the pitch. And Escarra will pop that one up. And looks like Bo Bichette will make the play for out number 1. And that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera to the plate, folks. So 1 out here with 2 men on in the bottom of the second. Once again, Yankees have an opportunity to put up some more runs. Let's see if Oswaldo Cabrera could drive in at least a run. And here's the pitch. And Cabrera fouls off the first pitch. He's batting .294 with 1 home run, 8 RBIs, an OPS of .736. So 1 out here in the bottom of the second, 2 men on for the Yankees. 0-1 count to Cabrera. As he gets back into the batter's box, Bassett checks the runner on second. Here's the pitch. It is in the dirt. 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Anthony Volpe. Or not Oswaldo Cabrera, sorry. And here's the 1-1. And Cabrera smacks that to right field, but the play is made by Santander for out number 2. And now that'll bring up Trent Grisham to the plate. So Yankees offense, 5 leadoff home runs this season. They lead all of MLB. Grisham with 2, Wells with 1, Goldschmidt with 1, Rice with 1. So some good stuff. Let's see what Grisham does in his second at bat here against Bassett. Once again, the Yankees have a couple of runners on. Hopefully they could get at least another run in. As Bassett sets, here's the pitch. It is ball 1 to Trent Grisham. So 1 ball, no strike to Trent Grisham. As Bassett sets, he pitches, and that is in there for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Trent Grisham. And here's the 1-1. 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. So it's a 2-1 count to Trent Grisham. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. 3-1 now to Grisham. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And Ben Rice is waiting on deck. As Bassett sets. Here's the 3-1. And he walks him, and the bases are loaded for Ben Rice with 2 outs here, folks. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Bases are loaded. Once again, Yankees have an opportunity here to blow it up here, folks. Ben Rice is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1. He struck out in the first inning. And Bassett sets, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And Ben Rice pops that one up. And who's going to make the play? Lucas makes the play. So Yankees leave the runners on base. Yeah, that one definitely deserves a boo. And still a 1-0 lead. And we are going to the top of the third. We are in a commercial break. You know what? I am going to play that boo sound. That definitely deserves a boo. Bases loaded. Oh, my God. Terrible. That was bad. The crowd has made it known. They did not like that. That definitely deserved a boo for sure. Oh, you better believe it, Stephen B. It's always on there for him. No, I'm saving the boos for like the bad jokes. But we are in a commercial break. Let's check the scores around Major League Baseball. Let's see what we got going on. Athletics, White Sox 1-1, bottom of the 8th. Rays beating the Padres 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th. Diamondbacks beating the Braves 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 game going into the bottom of the 7th between the Giants and Rangers. Dodgers beating the Pirates 8-2. Bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th here, Seattle's beating the Marlins 7-3. And then your Sunday night game is the Phillies and Cubs, folks. So those are your games. The Nationals beat the Mets 8-7. Wow, the Guardians got their butts kicked by the Red Sox. Tigers beat the Baltimore Orioles 7-0. Twins beat the Angels 5-0. Houston beats Kansas City 7-3. Milwaukee beats St. Louis 7-1. Cincinnati beat Colorado 8-1. And we are back to the game, back to the top of the lineup here for the Toronto Blue Jays. Bo Bichette takes strike one. So it's an 0-1 count to Bo Bichette. As Schmidt sets, here's the 0-1. 1-1 now to Bo. So 1-1 strike here to Bo Bichette. As Schmidt sets, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2 now. Let's see if Schmidt could get a strikeout here. As Schmidt sets, here's the 1-2, and he struck him out. So out number one, and that'll bring up Vladimir Guerrero Jr. I'm always afraid of Vlad Guerrero Jr., man. He's just usually just a Yankee killer. Hits a lot of home runs against us. And the pitch to first pitch to Guerrero is ball one. Yeah, but nobody. You could say you suck. Nobody will hear you. And here's the 1-0. And that pitch is fouled off. It is 1-1. Clark Schmidt right now at 46 pitches. So 1-1 strike here to Vlad Guerrero Jr. I don't want anybody to think it's senior. And here's the 1-1. That pitch is fouled back. It's 1-2 strikes now to Vlad Guerrero Jr. All right, that's it, Jacob. This is what you're getting. That's for you, Petruzzi. You and your lame jokes. As Schmidt sets, here's the 1-2. 2-2 now. Let's go back to the booze. Here's the 2-2, and he struck him out. Fourth strikeout of the game. Back-to-back strikeouts here for Clark Schmidt. Let's see if he could strike out the side here. What, Rodney? What? I can't hear what you're saying. You know why? Because the crowd is booing you. They're booing you, Rodney. And that does bring up Anthony Santander. So 2 outs here in the top of the third. Oh, I can read. Thanks for telling me. 1 ball, no strikes here to Santander. And here's the 1-0. That is smacked. Oh, that is a solo home run by Santander, and we have a tie game, folks. Anthony Santander hits a solo home run off of Clark Schmidt. That is his third home run of the season, and it is a 1-1 game. Exit velo 104.8. That was that home run was 401 foot. So Santander ties it up here with 2 outs. And Petruzzi with the unoriginal jokes, the old recycled jokes. Oh, man. And here we have George Springer. You still get booed. It's an 0-1 count to Springer. Schmidt sets. Here's the 0-1. And Springer lines that to Trent Grisham for out number 3. But the Blue Jays are on the board on a solo home run by Santander. We're going to the bottom of the 3rd. We're in a commercial break. That'll bring up Judge, Bellinger, Chisholm Jr., folks. Ronnie doesn't know how to speak. Oh, I'm definitely using booze for Ronnie. Ace, I did get a little nervous in the 4th quarter there, man. I was nervous with the Knicks in the 4th quarter, but then where it truly kicked in was towards the end of the game when there was like 11 seconds left. Oh my God, I thought I honestly thought when the whistle was blown and the game was over, I thought they called a foul, but they didn't call a foul, and the Knicks won. They got a 3-1 lead in the series, man. I'll take it. Let's go. And the Knicks, hopefully they close it out on Tuesday. Do I think Boone will pull Schmidt soon? What's soon, Susan? I think he'll come out. I think he'll come out for the 4th inning. Because right now he's at 53 pitches, so he'll be back out in the 4th inning. Now, if he truly if he really implodes, then yeah, I can see it. But I think he'll go get through the 4th. I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't back out for the 5th. But we are back to the game. Aaron Judge will lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd. He reached on an error in his last at bat, and the pitch to Judge is smacked right to the 3rd baseman and throws out Aaron Judge, and it is 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd, folks. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. Bassett is at 40 pitches right now. No, Petruzzi, you're the one who's unoriginal, dude. You keep saying the same jokes over and over again. It reminds me of somebody I know. And first pitch to Bellinger is a strike. It's 0-1 to Cody Bellinger. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Bellinger. 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd. The game is tied up at 1. And here's the 1-1. That is in there for a strike. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Cody Bellinger. And here's the 1-2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. We are in the bottom of the 3rd. It's a 1-1 game. And here's the 2-2. And Bellinger fouls that one back. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is even. And here's the 2-2. And Bellinger strikes out looking. I don't think he liked that call, but it's a good pitch. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate. And Chisholm pops that one up, and play is made by Jimenez, and that is out number 3. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Going to the top of the 4th. We're going to a commercial break. And I will be right back, folks. Don't go away. And we're back to the game here, top of the 4th. And Jimenez will lead things off here against Clark Schmidt. And that is strike 1. 0-1 to Jimenez, who struck out in the first inning. And it's a grounder hit to Jazz Chisholm. Throws over to first for out number 1. So 1 out here in the top of the 4th, and that'll bring up Will Wagner. And Rodney, by the way, you could talk about certain names, but I'm just not going to bring that name up. But if you want to talk about that other clown, go for it. Because that guy's a complete moron. But anyway, it's 0-1 to Wagner, who was 0-1 in today's game. And it's ball 1 to Wagner, so it's 1-1 count. So 1 out here in the top of the 4th. It's a 1-1 game. 1 ball, 1 strike to Wagner as Schmidt sets. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. So let's see if Schmidt could get his 5th strikeout here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here, top of the 4th. And here's the 1-2. And ball's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is even. So it's a 2-2 count here to Wagner. Schmidt steps back on the mound. And here's the 2-2. And that is foul back. Still staying alive. Schmidt right now at 60 pitches. And here's the 2-2. Whoa, that is upstairs. 3 balls, 2 strikes now. Here's 3-2, and he walks him. Another walk, a 1-out walk here. And another walk by Clark Schmidt. He's walking too many guys, throwing a lot of balls. So not good, not good. But that does bring up Tyler Heineman, who is 0 for 1. He fouled out in the 2nd inning. So we have runner on first, 1 out, top of the 4th. Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch. That is ball 1 to Heineman. And here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, and he slipped. And the Scar couldn't make the throw, but Wagner does steal a base, so we have a runner on second now. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Heineman with a runner on second. And here's the 1-1. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Heineman. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder hit to Ben Rice. He will step on the bag for out number 2. And Wagner does move over to third. And that'll bring up Lucas to the plate. So Lucas is at the plate. He walked in his first at bat. 2 outs, runner on third, top of the 4th, 1-1 game. So strike 1 to Lucas. So 0-1 count to Lucas, 2 outs. Let's see if Schmidt could get out of this inning without giving up a run. And here's the 0-1. Misses on that pitch. It's 1 ball, 1 strike now. And here's the 1-1. Ball's in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike now. And Alan Roden is waiting on deck. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Lucas. Schmidt trying to get out of this inning here. And here's the 2-1. 3-1 now. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to Lucas. And here's the 3-1. And that is fouled back. The count is now full. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Schmidt right now with 4 strikeouts and 4 walks in today's game, folks. As he sets for the 3-2 here. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Lucas still staying alive. Nah, cold Italian pizza. Maybe, but I don't know, man. They're probably trying not to use them at all today. And here's the 3-2. Foul back again. So once again, Lucas staying alive. Yeah, Schmidt right now at 73 pitches, folks. So Lucas steps out of the batter's box. Looks like he is back in, ready to go. Schmidt is ready to go. And here's the 3-2. And it has popped up to Trent Grisham, who is right there to make the play for out number 3. So the Blue Jays do leave a runner stranded. We are going to the bottom of the 4th. Still a 1-1 game. We are in a commercial break. Yeah, I got to the 4th with 74. So if he comes out in the 5th, if he could get a 1-2-3 inning, you know, maybe he'll be at what? Close to 90 pitches. Yeah, he might. I think he'll come out in the next inning, I think. He'll come out in the next inning. I think I would say after the first batter, if he gets the first batter out, I could see him staying in. But maybe if he doesn't get the second batter, they could take him out. Well, but I think he'll be back out, though, for the 5th. But we are going to go into the bottom of the 4th here when the game resumes. It's a 1-1 game. Yeah, he could give up a home run. The game will start here. Game will resume here shortly. Yeah, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 1 earned run, which is wow. So, like I said, he'll be back out in the 5th inning. Let's see how long Boone lets him go for. But we are here in the bottom of the 4th. And first pitch to Volpe is strike 1. He is 1 for 1 in today's game. He hit a single in the 2nd inning. And here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2 now to Volpe. And Volpe steps back into the batter's box. And here's the 0-2. And he fouls that one off. So no balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. So it is an 0-2 count to Volpe here as Bassett sets. Here's the pitch. And that is high for a ball. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. So 1-2 count here. As Bassett sets, here's the pitch. 2-2 now to Anthony Volpe. The count is even. So it started off as 0-2 is now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-2 count to Volpe. Here's the pitch from Bassett. And Volpe fouls that one off, still staying alive. And showing the home run from Volpe in Game 1 from earlier today. And here's the 2-2. Full count now to Volpe. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bassett right now at 54 pitches. Volpe battling here against Bassett. As Bassett sets, here's the 3-2. And Volpe's fouling it back. And Dominguez is waiting on deck. So bottom of the 4th here, 1-1 game. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. As Bassett sets, here's the pitch. And Volpe swings and misses. So 1 out here as Volpe goes down on strikes. And that'll bring up Jason Dominguez. That'll bring up the Martian. And the pitch to the Martian. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. And here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now. So Bassett right now at 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 earned run, 3 hits. That's his stat line right now. And here's the 1-1 pitch. And Dominguez pops that one up to left field. And the play is made for out number 2. Roden made the play. And that'll bring up J.C. Escaro, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. All I will say, Petruzzi, is keep it up. I'll take those wrenches away and I'll award it to somebody. I'll award it to some other people. I don't care. Don't test me. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to J.C. Escaro. And here's the 1-0. And it's a grounder hit to Bo Bichette or to Wagner. And gets him out. It's pretty close. But that'll end the bottom of the 4th. We're going to go to the top of the 5th. We are in a commercial break. Top of the 5th coming up. So 1-1 game, folks. So let's see what Clark Schmidt does. I believe he is. They didn't show anybody warming up in the bullpen. I mean, it looks like he will be back out in the 5th. But once again, commercial break. Game will resume here shortly. I do appreciate all of you guys and gals tuning in. Make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. Hit the subscribe button. If you are watching this and you are new, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. We're on the road to 1,600 subs. But how's everybody doing on the Sunday? Who watched? Anybody watch the Knicks game earlier today? Do I have any basketball fans? And it looks like 32 votes, 4 to 6 innings. 72% of you have voted 4-6. Dick Barnett passed away? I did not know that, Susan. It was a foul. I'll admit it, but oh well, man. I'll take that win. I don't care. Yeah, no, I actually did hear about that, Susan. But we are back to the game. Alan Roden is leading things off here in the top of the fifth. He is 0 for 1 in today's game, and the first pitch to Roden is strike one. And here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Roden. And it's a foul. Foul ball here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if Schmidt could get his 5th strike out of the game. Yeah, no one's up in the pen as of right now. Yeah, Knicks had a nice comeback in that 4th quarter, man. I mean, the Pistons came out in the second half, and they were owning the second half for the most part. But the Knicks kept themselves in the game. Thank God Brunson was okay, because when he went down, I was a little worried, because definitely don't want to lose that guy. But it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Roden as he is making his way back to the batter's box here. So 1-2 count. Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. And that is Schmidt's 5th strikeout of the game. Oh, that was a nice pitch. Yes, Brad was talking about how they blew a 7-1 lead, the Mets, and the Nationals came back and won it 8-7. That is wild. I have to watch the highlights on that one, man. But we have Bo Bichette at the plate. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. And the pitch to Bo is fouled off. It is 0-1 to Bo Bichette. And here's the 0-1. That is low for a ball. It's 1-1 now. CT cards. Yeah, you might need thicker glasses. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, top of the 5th. And here's the 1-1. That is fouled back. Count now is 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Bo Bichette. Let's see if Schmidt could get his 6th strikeout of the game. So it's a 1-2 count. Schmidt sets. Here's the pitch. Whoa! It is high. Count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A little bit of a delay there. Umpire picking up the wrapper on the field. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here, top of the 5th. Schmidt looking for his 6th strikeout of the game. And here's the 2-2. Count is full now. So 3-2 count now to Bo Bichette. So Schmidt right now at 83 pitches, folks. And here's the 3-2. And he struck him out. And that was Schmidt's 6th strikeout of the game. 2 outs, so back-to-back strikeouts here for Clark Schmidt. So nice. I like that was a nice pitch. Thanks there, Beagle. And now we have Vlad Guerrero Jr., who was 0 for 1 in today's game. And ball 1 to Vlad Guerrero Jr. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. It's a 1-1 game, nobody on base. 2 balls, no strikes now to Vlad Guerrero Jr. So 6 strikeouts, 4 walks here for Clark Schmidt in today's game thus far. So 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. 3-0 now to Vlad Guerrero Jr. So 3 balls, no strikes. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. As Schmidt sets, here's the 3-0. And there's a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen, folks. Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen. As Schmidt sets on the 3-1, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Let's see if he can get the 7th strikeout. Let's play that 2-strike horn. And here's the 3-2. And it's a grounder. And Jazz is right there to make the play. Throws over to first base to Ben Rice. And that is out number 3. So 5 good innings there by Clark Schmidt. And that'll bring up the bottom of the 5th here. We are in a commercial break. 9-1-2 batters coming up. Lighter, the new Scott Proctor. Uh-oh. Don't want to hear that. Yeah, other than the walks, I mean, yeah, he had a pretty – I'd say it's a pretty good start for him. 6 strikeouts. The walks suck. He did throw a lot of balls, but was still managing to find the strike zone, still striking out 6. I'll take it. Let's check these scores around Major League Baseball. So Diamondbacks beating the Braves right now, 6-3 in the top of the 9th. Dodgers and Pirates going into the top of the 9th. Dodgers are winning 9-2. Mariners are beating the Marlins 7-6 in the bottom of the 8th. And the Cubs and Phillies game will start here shortly. That is your Sunday night game. And I'm going to check the highlights on the Mets and Nationals, but it sounds, a couple of you were saying that the Mets blew it big time against the Nationals. Red Sox beat Cleveland 13-3. Tigers beat Orioles 7-0. Twins beat the Angels 5-0. Astros beat the Royals 7-3. Brewers beat the Cardinals 7-1. Reds beat the Rockies 8-1. Giants beat the Rangers 3-2. So Spencer Jones, 7 home runs, 12 RBIs at AA Somerset in 20 games. Cam Schlittler with a 2-1 record, 1.23 ERA and 22 at innings pitched at Somerset. And just some news about Yankee prospects that they were showing. But we are back to the game. And Oswaldo Cabrera takes strike 1. It's an 0-1 count. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Cabrera. Yeah, I mean, at some point you have to expect him to get more than 70, 75 pitches. I mean, you want your pitchers to, you know, throw 90, right? And here's a ground ball and out number 1 here in the bottom of the 5th. I mean, you do want your starters to definitely get more than 75 pitches if able. You know what I mean? And we have Trent Grisham back on back at the plate. He is 1 for 1 in today's game. And Grisham fouls off the first pitch. And Tim Hill is now warming up in the bullpen. And here's the 0-1. And Bassett misses. It's 1-1 now. So 1 ball, 1 strike here to Trent Grisham. And here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Yeah, game 2 looks pretty empty at the stadium. I mean, you got some people in the crowds, but not a lot. Not a lot of people. And here's the 2-1. That is in there for a strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Trent Grisham. So it's a 2-2 count to Trent Grisham. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. And here's the 2-2. And Schmidt hits a grounder to Jimenez, who throws over to first for out number 2. And that'll bring up the captain, or excuse me, no, that'll bring up Ben Rice, who was 0 for 2 in today's game. And first pitch to Ben Rice is a ball. And here's the 1-0. 2-0 now to Ben Rice. So 2 balls, no strikes here to Ben Rice. We are in the bottom of the 5th with 2 outs. It's still a 1-1 game here. And here's the 2-0. And it is fouled. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. And here's the 2-1. 2-2 now. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Ben Rice. The count is even. And here's the 2-2. Rice fouls that one off, staying alive. So Bassett right now at 74 pitches, folks, as Ben Rice switches bats. As Bassett steps back on the mound. Here's the 2-2. And he is struck out looking. Ben Rice did not like that call. A little questionable, but we are going to the top of the 6th. We got Santander, Springer, and Jimenez coming to the plate. Top of the 6th coming up. We are in a commercial break. It's still a 1-1 game. I thought the pitch was outside too there, CT. Oh, man, the ABS system needs to get here. But the game is moving along pretty quick. Game is moving along pretty quickly. It's moving along pretty fast. We're going to the top of the 6th. Still a 1-1 game. So let's see what's happening in other sports. So Timberwolves beat the Lakers 116-113. We already know the Knicks beat the Pistons. So Knicks are leading that series 3-1. Minnesota's leading the series against the Lakers 3-1. Warriors beat the Rockets yesterday. Warriors have a 2-1 lead. Nuggets beat the Clippers by 2. That series is tied up at 2. Thunder beat the Grizzlies. Thunder swept the Grizzlies, so they're moving on. Cavaliers beat the Heat. They have a 3-0 lead against the Heat. And you got a couple of games. Oh, you got the Celtics and Magic here starting here shortly. And then after that, you got the Pacers and Bucks. So plenty of sports today, plenty of basketball today. I mean, nothing surprises me anymore, Susan. I mean, they don't know how to call strikes and balls. They don't know what's a hit, what's an error. I mean, they don't know what a home run is or a foul ball. Pretty soon they're not going to know what a double or a triple is. So, and outs will be safe will be outs. You know how it goes. Then Paul Skeens on Friday against the Dodgers went 9 strikeouts, didn't give up any runs, no 5 hits, 6 innings. Charlie Martin's 0-6 this season with a 10.36 ERA. Logan Gilbert placed on the 15-day IL. Woo! That's some wild stuff. And we have Tim Hill taking over pitching duties here in the top of the 6th as Santander takes strike 1. He is 1 for 1 in today's game. He hit a solo home run earlier that tied up the game. For sure, Susan. I mean, I'm not saying that their jobs are easy. I mean, some of those close calls, I mean, I get it, but some of them are like blatantly obvious. And it's a strike. It's 0-2 to Santander. Well, yeah, he's not going to use Williams in a 1-run game. Williams is not going to be closing games right now. And even though they're on a close situation, 1 ball, 2 strikes, I think he brings Williams in like 7th or 8th inning. If the Yankees are up by about 3 or 4 runs, I think that's when he brings Williams in. And it's a grounder hit back to Tim Hill, who throws over to first for out number 1 to get Santander out. And we have 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Yeah, but you want to know something? I know Clay Holmes was not meant to be a closer. When they took him out of the closer role, he looked a lot better. He looked more comfortable out there. As Springer is at the plate, he takes ball 1. Springer is 0 for 2 in today's game. And that goes over the head. And Springer's on there with a single, with a 1-out single. So the Blue Jays have their man on first base. Yeah, but the thing is, though, Beagle, they would bring Clay Holmes in, like when they took him out of the closer role and they were up by like 2 or 3 runs, they would bring him in and he would do well. As Jimenez hits a grounder, this could be 2. There's 1, and there's 2, and an inning-ending double play. And we are going to the bottom of the 6th. Judge, Bellinger, Chisholm Jr. due up here in the bottom of the 6th. Still a 1-1 game. Let's see if the Yankees bats can do something here in the bottom of the 6th. Holmes as a reliever. Yeah, he was great. So, I'm just here. I got a message. I need to check this real quick. Yeah, Yankees bats got to get going. 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. So, you're what's supposed to be your big bats are coming up. So, hopefully the Yankees can get something going here in the bottom of the 6th, get a couple of runs in at least. But yeah, well, like I was saying about Clay Holmes, I'll tell you what though, his career as a Yankee. Now, if we just obviously we can't ignore the blown saves, but his ERA with the Yankees was a lot better despite those blown saves. Just so everybody's aware. I mean, when he got traded, the guy had an ERA of 5. I think his ERA as a Yankee was like close to 3. It was like 2 point something or like a 3 ERA. Yeah. As Judge hits that ball, it is high, it is far, it is good! A solo home run by Aaron Judge! And the Yankees take a lead 2-1 on a solo home run. Play that siren! 8th home run of the season, 376 feet home run, folks. Aaron Judge. What a solo home run. The Yankees take a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th to lead things off here in the bottom of the 6th, and that'll bring up Cody Bellinger to the plate. And the captain comes through as Cody Bellinger's at the plate. He takes ball 1. Bellinger is 0 for 2 in today's game. So that's my second home run prediction that came true. I just need one more. And 2 balls, no strikes now to Cody Bellinger. So snaps his 9-game homerless streak. And here's the 2-0. And Bellinger grounds out to Jimenez. He hit it hard, but Jimenez was right there to make the play for out number 1. And that'll bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. So it's ball 1 to Jazz Chisholm Jr. The Yankees have a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th on a solo home run by the captain, Aaron Judge. As that is a foul ball, so it's 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jazz. I have CT. I have JC Escara. And Jazz fouls that one. It's 2-2. So count is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Judge hitting 410, 8 home runs, 27 RBIs, 1228 OPS, folks. And Jazz hits that one up the middle, and he is on there with a single, a 1-out single for Jazz Chisholm Jr. And that'll bring up Anthony Volpe. You got that right, Sean. I didn't, Stephen B, I didn't do a pregame, actually. I didn't do a pregame today. I did go on about 25 minutes before the game started, though. And Little is warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays, left-handed pitcher. So Volpe will be stepping into the plate. It is a 2-1 game, bottom of the 6th. Judge hit a solo home run. Yankees will love to put up some more runs here. Bassett right now at 84 pitches, folks. And the pitch to Volpe is swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Yeah, Sean, we are 2 for 3, dude. We are 2 for 3. And here's the 0-1. And Volpe fouls that one off. It's 0-2 to Anthony Volpe. So no balls, 2 strikes to Volpe. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner on first. As Bassett sets, here's the pitch, and Volpe fouls it off, still staying alive. Still no balls, 2 strikes to Volpe. And here's the 0-2, and Volpe rips that foul. So still an 0-2 count to Anthony Volpe, who is 1 for 2 in today's game. As Chris Bassett steps back on the mound, he gets the signal, he sets. Here's the 0-2, and it's a grounder hit to Bo Bichette, who throws over to first. Jazz Chisholm Jr. will move over to second. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Runner on second, and that'll bring up Jason Dominguez. Let's bring up the Martian. Drop those alien emojis, folks. Drop those alien emojis. The Martian is on at the plate. Oh, it looks like I believe there's a pitch clock violation. Yep, it's a pitch clock violation. So it's a 1-0 count to Dominguez. So Dominguez will start off with a 1-0 count because of a pitch clock violation. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to the Martian. 2 balls, no strikes to the Martian. All right, I will actually end this poll here since Schmidt is out of the game. As Dominguez pops that one up, it is out of play. It's 1 balls. Wait a second. It should be 2 balls, 1 strike, wasn't it? Or wait. It was 2-0 before. I'm confused. And the 1-2 as Dominguez hits that, and it will drop, and that'll score a run. It's an RBI double there for Jason Dominguez. Let's go. The Yankees have a 3-1 lead. Dominguez hammered that one. to the opposite field, and it drops to left field, goes to the wall. So it's a 2-out RBI double for Jason Dominguez, and that'll be it for Bassett. Escara, Cabrera, Grisham are due up, and Bassett not happy. So pitching change coming up, commercial break coming up, and the Yankees have a 3-1 lead, folks, and we are in a commercial break. So, yeah, no, Dominguez has been looking good, right? I mean, again, let's see. He's batting .241 right now, right? Let's just look at his stats real quick. So they haven't – this isn't upgraded, but looking at the 2025 season so far, right? 82 at-bats, 13 runs, 19 hits, 2 home runs, has 11 RBIs, 3 stolen bases. Prior to today's game, he had a .232 batting average. He has an on-base percentage of .330, an OPS of .708. So, good numbers, right? I mean, his batting average, again, you got to manage expectations. Right now, his batting average is at .241, and he has an OPS of .735. So, numbers are not bad. His numbers are not bad. CT Card said, today's game, I saw an entirely different approach from the team. Same with tonight's game. This is how we need to play, and we can win. CT, I mean, 100%, man. 100%. I'm right there with you. If the Yankees could play like this consistently in every game, I'll take it. But sometimes it just sometimes their game it's not always that easy. I didn't honestly I honestly thought it still would have been a 1-1 game. I mean, just because of Bassett pitching today, And Escara gets a hit, and that ball will drop. Dominguez going home, and he will score a 2-out RBI single for JC Escara. It's a 4-1 game, and the Yankees are keeping the runs coming. Let's go straight from the Uber and to the baseball field. So Escara with a 2-out RBI single. So on the first pitch, so 4-1, people. 4-1 game. 4-1 game. And it is ball 1 to Oswaldo Cabrera, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. So 2 outs with a runner on first. And here's the pitch. And Escara hits that, and the throw cannot be made, and that'll move Escara to third base. So will they rule that an error? Was that a bad throw? Let's see here. So Bichette gets it, makes the throw. Did get Vlad off the back, so that is an error. So the second error of the game here for the Blue Jays. And I believe they did give that to Bo Bichette. So, but we got runners on the corners here for Trent Grisham, who swings and misses on the first pitch. Yeah, CT Cards, I'm right there with you. Not everybody has to swing for the fences. Yeah, no doubt, CT, so far, right? And blocked by Heineman. It's 1-1 now. Runners will stay put. So runners on the corners here. And Yariel Rodriguez is warming up in the bullpen for the Blue Jays. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Trent Grisham. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Yankees have a 4-1 lead. And here's the 1-1. It is 2 balls and 1 strikes now to Trent Grisham, who's 1 for 2 in today's game. Yeah, if I had a Big Mac, I'd probably be throwing up right now, Brad. And here's the 2-1, 3-1. So once again, nice stop there by Heineman, not letting the ball get away from him. But it is 3 balls, 1 strike to Trent Grisham. Has an opportunity here to at least get 1 run in. Yankees have a 4-1 lead here in the bottom of the 6th. So 3 balls, 1 strike here. And here's the pitch. And he misses. Pitch is low for ball 4. And the bases are loaded for Ben Rice, who was 0 for 3 in today's game. Oh, actually, looks like Paul Goldschmidt is coming into pinch hit here, folks. So Paul Goldschmidt will be pinch hitting. I do like this, actually. I like this. Since we know that Goldschmidt generally does hit well against lefties, I do like the fact that he's pinch hitting here. So good call here by the Yankees. So they really want to blow it up, man. This is right now is the time. They have a 4-1 lead. Let's get those bases cleared, make it a 7-1 game. You know, make it easy on the bullpen. And it looks like there might be a pitching change here. Yep, so there is going to be a pitching change. So Yariel Rodriguez will be coming into the game as Little's day is over. So Goldschmidt, Judge, Bellinger, that is that is who is due up here in the bottom of the 6th. So the bases are loaded. We are in a commercial break. The bases are loaded with 2 outs. Paul Goldschmidt will be pinch hitting for Ben Rice. Yariel Rodriguez will be filling in for Little. So let's see if Goldschmidt can blow it up here. But how's everybody feeling? How you all doing? You all feel more comfortable now, a little bit more ease with the lead here? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. So make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet. Hit the subscribe button if you're watching this for the first time. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. It's a 4-1 game. We are currently in a commercial break. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Yariel Rodriguez is coming in for Little. It's a 4-1 game. Bases loaded with 2 outs. Goldschmidt will be pitch hitting for Ben Rice. Susan, I understand. Looks like basketball jersey night on Friday, May 2nd. If anybody gets a Jazz Citizen basketball jersey, you can go to the game. You could gift it to me if you want. Anybody that's watching out there. But here we have Yariel Rodriguez on the mound, trying to get out of this inning here with the bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. So Grisham, Cabrera, Escara, that is your runners on the bases. And Paul Goldschmidt is at the plate. As the first pitch is popped up as foul, but out of play. So 0-1 count to Paul Goldschmidt, who has a .369 batting average, 1 home run, 10 RBIs, an OPS of .897. And here's the 0-1. And it's a grounder. Hits a third as Wagner steps on the bag for out number 3. So the Yankees do leave a few runners stranded, but the Yankees do get a few runs here. So it's a 4-1 game now, folks. Yankees lead at 4-1. We are going to the top of the 7th. Game moving along here. So top of the 7th here, folks. So while we're in a commercial break, what are there other sports besides baseball that you all follow? Let me know. I know there's a few of you. Like I know Petruzzi follows basketball and football. Does anybody else follow any other sports? And if so, who is your favorite team? Let's check. Let's see what's happening in the live games right now. Check that real quick. So top of the first 0-0 game between the Phillies and Cubs. Lawn mower racing. Yeah, of course, CT. Sounds about right with you. NFL and sometimes wrestling. Are you Stephen B? Remind me again. Are you a Giants fan? It's on the Ocho. Wow, that's funny. The circuit car's on. What is that? Racing there, Brad? And Mark Leiter Jr. is on the mound, folks. And Wagner is at the plate. We are here in the top of the 7th. As that is called strike one to Will Wagner. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. Had a walk in the 4th inning and stole a base. So no balls, 1 strike here to Wagner. And here's the 0-1. It is 1-1 now to Wagner. Yankees have a 4-1 lead here in the top of the 7th as they look to try and win this series. And here's the 1-1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss. Yeah, Brad. They do drive in circles indeed. And here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Wagner. So the Giants, yeah, I'm a Giants fan too. I love Peyton Manning, dude. He was great. And Big Ben was a good quarterback as well. But Peyton Manning was something else. And it's a 2-2 count to Wagner as Leiter Jr. sets. Here's the 2-2. And he swings and misses. He struck him out. So 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Giants, Yanks, Knicks fan. Cool, CT. Yeah, the win at that Knicks game. Oh my God, that was a thriller, man. And we got Tyler Heineman at the plate. And here's the pitch to Heineman for ball 1. Here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. It is 1-1 to Heineman. I never really watch any kind of racing. It's just not my thing. And here's the 1-1. It is fouled. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Heineman. Let's see if Leiter Jr. could go back-to-back strikeouts here. So 1 ball, 2 strikes Top of the 7th here. 1 out. Yankees have a 4-1 lead as Leiter Jr. sets. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts here from Mark Leiter Jr. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Yeah, the wind is definitely blowing for sure. Yankees, Niners, and Bulls for Brad. Let me guess, you became a Bulls fan because of Jordan. As Lucas fouls off the first pitch, it's 0-1. So Lucas. And here's the 0-1. That is fouled. It's 0-2. So let's play that 2-strike horn. 0-2. 2 out. And Leiter Jr. strike out the side. And here's the 0-2. And it is outside for ball 1. Brad probably became a Bulls fan because of Jordan. Niners fan probably because of Joe Montana. Yeah, I heard, John. A couple of people mentioned it. And here's the 1-2. It is 2 balls, 2 strikes now. So what quickly started as 0-2 is now even at 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Top of the 7th. Mark Leiter Jr. trying to get out of this inning. Trying to strike out the side here. And here's the pitch. It is in the dirt. Count is full now. So it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Your brother's friend played college with Grant. And it's a 3-2, and there's foul ball. Ooh. Nicely hit, but it was just foul. Let's see that replay. Just foul. Just foul. Would Grant, are you talking about Horace Grant there, Brad? Yeah, that was close. So still a full count here to Lucas. Leiter Jr. trying to get out of this inning. I was assuming Horace Grant, yeah. And here's the 3-2. And he struck him out. Route number 3. How about Mark Leiter Jr. striking out the side, folks? And we are going to the bottom of the 7th. It's the 7th inning stretch. So go ahead and get up, stretch. Go get a drink. Go get some food. Go get some snacks. Come right back. I will be right back. I'll leave you all with some tunes. And I'll be back here shortly. We're in a commercial break. All right, folks. We are here in the bottom of the seventh. Judge will lead things off here as he takes strike one from Yariel Rodriguez. He hit a solo home run in his last at bat. So Judge, Bellinger, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. are due up here. So no balls, one strike. Yankees have a 4-1 lead. And it's a swing and a miss by Judge. It's 0-2. I hope you guys enjoyed the tunes for the bottom of the seventh for the seventh inning stretch. And real quick, shout out to Susan. She just bought me a coffee. Susan, you're awesome. You're awesome. Brooklyn is in the house. As Judge hits that, but it doesn't look like it'll be a home run. Santander makes the play for out number two, or for out number one, excuse me. But shout out to Susan, though. Thank you so much, Susan. Very, very sweet of you. Thank you so much for the coffee. You are awesome. Yeah, shout out to Susan. CT card. Yeah, I needed to pick out some cool tunes for everybody to jam out to. So I was just like, and I found it, and I was like, all right, cool. Let folks jam out to this. As Cody Bellinger is up to the plate. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. It's an 0-1 count. Yeah, might as well be out number 2 here. Yeah, thank you, Susan. Frederick is asking me, do I think the Lakers? Yeah, I think the Lakers are cooked, honestly. I think so. What do you think? And it is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Cody Bellinger. So officially just a little over 2 hours into today's game. So the game is moving along pretty quick as Bellinger fouls that one. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. And Fernando Cruz is warming up in the Yankees bullpen. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Cody Bellinger as Rodriguez sets. And Bellinger fouls it off, still staying alive. I think so too. They can't. Yeah, Anthony Edwards is a beast, man. Like he's a beast. He is a beast. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Cody Bellinger. Rodriguez sets. And here's the 1-2. And Bellinger hits a grounder to Wagner and gets him out. Bellinger was flying, but. And Luis Hill, folks, began his throwing program today. So currently on the 60 IL with a right lat strain. So good news here. So Luis Hill began his throwing program today. So hopefully he's getting hit. He's coming back. Everything goes according to plan for him. As this does bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr., who takes strike 1. Yeah, I can't wait. Yankees need him back badly, man. Once they get him back, I feel like the rotation will start to look better. And it is 1-1 now to Jazz. Because for me, the rotation of Fried, Rodon, Hill, Schmidt, whether it's Warren or Carrasco, who knows who the 5th pitcher is going to be. It's going to look a lot better. Rotation better with Schmidt and no Stroman. I 100% agree. They can't let Marcus Stroman back into the rotation. There's just no way. If you're able to take Devin Williams out of the closer position for now, you should be able to take out Marcus Stroman out of the rotation. Yes, there, Andrew. And here's the 2-1. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Anthony Volpe is waiting on deck. And here's the 3-1. And Jazz pops that one up. Yariel Rodriguez running, but not going to get there on time. It's a foul ball. Count is full now. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Yeah, you're saying stay with Warren and put Carrasco in the pen, and when Warren hits the limit, put him back in the rotation. Wait, so when Warren hits the limit, put Carrasco back in the rotation? I don't know about everybody else, but I mean, I like Will Warren. I think I think he has a lot of potential, and he shows he's got the stuff. And here's the 3-2, and Jazz Chisholm strikes out, and we're going to the bottom of the 8th. Commercial break coming up. Rodon, Bichette, Guerrero Jr. coming up here in the top of the 8th. Fernando Cruz will be coming into the game to take over pitching duties. Carrasco as a long man and helps if bad start. Sure, yeah, I could see that. Andrew Dank says lots of Dominican Republic fans still rooting for the Yankees, even Soto gone because of New York culture and Luis Hill. Well, I mean, the Yankees are, I mean, no matter what, man, it's like, Yankees have fans from all over the world. It's as simple as that. I mean, whether there is Soto or no Soto, it doesn't matter. I mean, the Yankees are going to have fans, whether it's in the Dominican. I mean, plenty in the Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico. They got fans from all over the world, man. Look at Brad. He's all the way in Australia. You got a Yankees fan in Australia. You got Yankees fans in Scotland, England, right? So you got Yankees fans in other countries besides Dominican Republic. Yeah, exactly, Andrew. So, top of the 8th coming up. Fernando Cruz will be pitching here in the top of the 8th. Yeah, it's just because of the way he speaks Spanish there, Stephen B. As Alan Rodon will lead things off here in the top of the 8th, and the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Rodon is 0 for 2 in today's game. And here's the 0-1. And it's a grounder, hit to Paul Goldschmidt, throws over to Cruz for out number 1. So 1 out here in the top of the 8th. And former Yankee pitcher Green warming up in the bullpen. I like Fernando Cruz. That was just such a great trade there made by Cashman to trade Trevino to get this guy. This is working out so far for the Yankees. As Bichette takes ball 1, he is 0 for 3 in today's game, Bo Bichette. 21 strikeouts this season for Fernando Cruz. He leads all of the American League relievers there, folks. And here's the 1-0. 2-0 now to Fernando Cruz. Yeah, for sure, Stephen B. I mean, Yankees needed some bullpen arms. This is a solid bullpen arm right here. And here's the 2-0. That is in their first strike. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Brad, he did change a lot of his mechanics. He was working on them. And it's a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So 2-0 count quickly becomes 2-2. Yeah, I know, like, they were kind of worried about, like, fans were worried about him during spring training because he was giving up some runs. But like you said, he was changing up his mechanics. So, and here's the 2-2. And it's a swing and a miss. And he struck out. Here in the top of the 8th. Fernando Cruz is cruising. Yeah, Andrew, his splitters is filthy, man. And here you have Vlad Guerrero, who takes ball 1. So Guerrero Jr. is 0 for 2. It's 1 ball, no strike to Vlad Guerrero Jr. Cruz sets. Here's the pitch. 2-0 now to Vlad Guerrero Jr. So 2 balls, no strikes. Top of the 8th, 2 outs, nobody on. Yankees have a 4-1 lead. As Cruz sets here on the 2-0. Here's the pitch. And misses on that one. So it's 3 balls, no strikes now to Vlad Guerrero Jr. Susan. And here's the 3-0. 3-1 now to Vlad Guerrero Jr. As Cruz sets. Here's the 3-1. And Guerrero Jr. gets a single here. The ball will drop right in front of the Martian. And it's a 2-out single for Vlad Guerrero Jr. That's his first hit of the game. And that'll bring up Anthony Santander, who got the only run in for the game on a solo home run earlier in the game, as he takes ball 1. So it's a 1-0 count to Anthony Santander with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. And it's 2 balls, no strikes now to Santander. And here's the 2-0. 3-0 now. So Cruz missing a little bit here with the pitches. And here's the 3-0. That is in there for a strike. It's 3 balls, 1 strike now to Anthony Santander. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here, top of the 8th. Runner on first. Here's the pitch, and that pitch is popped up, but it is out of play. It is a full count. Let's play that 2-strike horn. See if Cruz can get the strike out here. Close out the inning. Luke Weaver is warming up in the bullpen for the New York Yankees. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 runner on, 2 outs here. And here's the pitch. And that is out of play. So they'll do it again. Santander trying to keep the inning alive. So Santander resetting. Umpire says, let's go. Play ball. And he's ready to go. Cruz is ready to go. It's a 3-2 pitch. As Cruz sets, here's the payoff. And he struck him out. They're called. Hold on. Well, Boone is out of the dugout. It sounds like he made contact with the ball. Well, it looks like he got a piece of it based on that replay. Boone really came out right away. I thought he struck him out. I mean, initially. I mean, he did get a piece of that ball when they showed it on the replay. I don't know. The replay looked like it made contact, but either way, they'll do it again. So 3 ball, 2 strikes here. Let's see what happens as Cruz sets. It's a long set, and here's the 3-2, and he struck him out. No question about that one. That was a strikeout, and we are going to the bottom of the 8th. And Volpe, Dominguez, Escar are due up. Yankees have a 4-1 lead. What a pitch by Cruz. That, once again, that freaking splitter, man, it is insane. It is insane. But bottom of the 8th coming up, folks. Yankees are 3 outs away from closing this game out and winning the series before they travel to Baltimore starting tomorrow. They have a 3-game set against Baltimore. I am planning on calling all 3 of those games. So they are going to Baltimore. Ace says Cruz might be the trade of the year for real. Cruz is fantastic, man. That was just such an awesome trade. When I saw highlights of Cruz, I was like, dude, this guy's going to be filthy. And he's shown that so far. CT cards, I will time you out. All right? And I got moderators in here, buddy. Moderators, I was just joking, but I will personally time them out if I have to. But the game will start here momentarily, folks. So looks like the Celtics are leading the Magic 37-31 right now. The Bucks and Pacers should be playing here soon too. Just checking out other scores. And we are back to the game. As Anthony Volpe takes strike 1. Stephen B. And former Yankee Chad Green is on the mound pitching for the Blue Jays. He's taking over pitching duties here. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. And here's the 1-1. It is 2 balls and 1 strike now to Anthony Volpe. And here's the 2-1. It is fouled back. It is 2-2 now. Count is still 2-2 to Anthony Volpe. And here's the 2-2. And Volpe gets a piece of it. Stay alive. And MLB TV kind of bugging out right now. And here's the 2-2. And Volpe is on there with a single. He is 2 for 4 in today's game. So good at bat by Anthony Volpe. And that'll bring up Jason Dominguez, who was 2 for 3 in today's game. I'm gonna reset MLB TV real quick because it's like slowing down on me right now. Excuse me. All right, it's a 2-1 count to Jason Dominguez. As here's the pitch, and Volpe attempts to steal, but he is called out for out number 1. So Anthony Volpe was caught stealing. So it's a 3-1 count to the Martian. So good throw there by Heineman to get Volpe stealing. And Dominguez hits a grounder, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. will step on the bag for out number 2, and that'll bring up J.C. Escara. For sure, Andrew. I mean, they got the guys to do it, man. And here we have J.C. Escara at the plate. He takes ball 1. So Escara is 1 for 3. He had an RBI single in the 6th. And here's the 1-0. That is foul back. It's popped up, but it is out of play. It is 1-1 now to J.C. Escara. Luke Weaver is warming up in the bullpen. George Springer, Andres Jimenez, and Will Wagner coming up here in the top of the 9th. It's a 1-1 count to J.C. Escara. Here's the pitch. And that ball is hit deep into right field. Look it up. That ball is gone. It's a 5-1 game. A solo home run by J.C. Escara. It's a solo shot. Played that horn. I'm playing that horn. It's the first home run of the season. 105 exit velo, 418 feet. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. And the Yankees have a 5-1 lead on a 2-out solo home run by J.C. Escara. Sean, we proved it, or we called it, dude. We called it. We called it. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And that brings up Oswaldo Cabrera, who fouls off the first pitch. Yeah, Escara sent that one for a ride, man. First home run of his career, first home run of the season as Cabrera takes ball one. And here's the 1-1. And it's fouled off. 1-2 now. And here's the 1-2. And Cabrera strikes out. Heineman throws over to Vlad for the final out for out number 3. But Escara hits a solo home run. Yankees add another run here. It's a 5-1 game. We're going to the top of the ninth. Luke Weaver will look to close things out. And we are in a commercial break. Folks, how we feeling now? I feel good. All my home run predictions came true. All my home run predictions came true. Three for three. That's what I'm talking about. Nah, Desiree, you know something? I really wanted to see I really wanted to see Devin Holmes come in. Stir up the pot a little bit. I really wanted to see Devin Williams come in. Well, I mean, why not? You know what I mean? There he is, Rodney with the instigating stuff. Well, the game should resume here shortly, and it looks like we are back to the game. You know, with me saying that, Desiree's probably going to kill me because I said I wanted Weaver or Devin Williams. All right, and Weaver getting his warm-up pitches in. The top of the ninth will begin here shortly. And the Yankees have a 5-1 lead, so 5 runs on 9 hits. 3 home runs today by one by Grisham, one by Judge, the other one by J.C. Escara. Luke Weaver, 11 consecutive scoreless appearances of 1+ innings. So, and first pitch to Springer is fouled. It is 0-1. So Springer is 1 for 3 in today's game. Weaver sets on the 0-1. And here's the pitch. Just misses. 1 ball, 1 strike. So it's a 1-1 count to Springer. Here's the 1-1. And that is foul back. It is 1-2. And the Yankees have a 3-game set against Baltimore starting tomorrow in Baltimore. They have a day off on Thursday. Then they host the Tampa Bay Rays back at the stadium on Friday. Here's the 1-2. And Springer hits that ball into left field, but Dominguez is right there to make the play. Round of applause. Out number 1. We are 2 outs away from the Yankees closing this game out. If you're talking to me, Susan, I was definitely kidding about the Devin Williams thing. And we have Andres Jimenez at the plate. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. And that is strike one to Jimenez. So it's an 0-1 count. Yankees are 2 outs away from closing this game out. Aroldis Chapman, don't remind me there, Andrew Dang. I don't want to be reminded of that fool. And it's an 0-2 count now to Jimenez. Yeah, you guys got your butts kicked today, Frederick. The Red Sox put a freaking whooping on you guys. Holy smokes. But it is an 0-2 count to Jimenez as Luke Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Number 2. And the Yankees are 1 out away from winning this series. Play Minnesota next at home. We'll see how you guys play against Minnesota. And Will Wagner is the last hope here for the Blue Jays as he takes ball 1. So 1 ball, no strike here to Wagner. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Here's the pitch. And just misses. So it's 2 balls, no strikes now to Wagner. Once again, Yankees are 1 out away from closing the 3rd game of the series, trying to get the series win, trying to go sweep in the doubleheader. And here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. It is 2-1. This is what we like to see in the 9th inning right here. Luke Weaver. It's 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs. Top of the 9th. Weaver sets. Here's the 2-1. And that ball is popped up. And it looks like Trent Grisham will make the play for the final out of the game. And the Yankees win 2 out of 3 against the Toronto Blue Jays. They take the series. Now they will travel to Baltimore to go play against the Orioles on a 3-game set, which should make for a fun series. So I do plan on calling all 3 of those games. And the Yankees win. Tim Hill gets the win today. He is 3-0 with a 2.63 ERA. Bassett gets the loss, 2-2 record with a 2.62 ERA. So, overall, a really good game 2 in this doubleheader. Yankees bats doing good work. Looking at the pitching, Clark Schmidt, 5 strikeouts. Despite giving up 4 walks, he still struck out 6. He only gave up the 1 earned run. His ERA was as of right now is at 5.52. Tim Hill came in, pitched an inning, did exactly what he was supposed to do. Only gave up the 1 hit. Mark Leiter Jr., strikes out the side. He struck out 3. Fernando Cruz only gave up the 1 hit, struck out 2, and Weaver just coming in and doing what he does best. And he got the 1 strikeout and did everything he had to do to close out this game. So Yankees improved to 17-11. They're 6 games over 500. And Yankees, once again, they win the series 2 out of 3, so they will be going to Baltimore on a 3-game set. DM, they might. Look, as of right now, Boone said that they're taking Devin Williams out of the closer situation for now. So, which I'm okay with. I'm good with. That needed to happen. So I'm glad they're not waiting 2 months from now, right? And who knows, if they keep Devin Williams out of the closer role, maybe he pitches better, right? But the Yankees do win. They have won this game 5-1. They took the series 2 out of 3, and now they're on their way to Baltimore. And I'm gonna shut things down here, folks. So I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all again for your continued support. You guys and gals are the best. So make sure you all hit the like button if you haven't yet on the way out. If you're watching this on the rerun, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing this channel. We're on the road to 1,600 subscribers. So if there's anybody out there that is watching this for the first time and you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Let's continue growing this channel out and continue spreading the word about this channel. And make sure you get your friends, families, anybody out there, get them involved, and let's continue. Once again, let's continue growing out this channel. So, folks, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Everybody have a great night, and I will see you all tomorrow for the pregame. We'll do the play-by-play. So enjoy, and as always, let's go Yankees. Have a good night.